Let's talk about a tale both gripping and sinister. A story poised to dive into the origins of one of the most fascinating characters ever brought to television, Dexter Morgan. Yes, the name alone conjures memories of moonlit Miami streets, blood-spattered crime scenes, and a protagonist torn between two worlds, justice and his own dark compulsions. But what if I told you there's a new chapter, or should I say, a new beginning, about to unfold? Allow me to draw you into the world of Dexter: Original Sin, a prequel that promises to unravel the complex threads of a young man's journey into the macabre. Picture Miami in the early 1990s. The air is heavy with heat and possibility, a city pulsating with life yet cloaked in shadows. It's here that we meet a young Dexter, long before his name became synonymous with a blood-spatter analyst hiding a secret life. In this fresh exploration of his formative years, we're thrust into the world of a forensic intern discovering the art of crime scene analysis, even as his own internal darkness begins to stir. But don't think for a second that this is merely a tale of descent. No, this is a story of transformation, of a man learning to control the uncontrollable, to turn chaos into order, and to wield his urges as a twisted tool for justice. Guiding Dexter on this journey is none other than Harry Morgan, his adoptive father. Harry, as you may recall, is the architect of Dexter's infamous code, a moral framework that dictates Dexter's violent impulses must be channeled toward those who truly deserve it. But in Original Sin, we're set to see Harry not as the stoic figure of the original series, but as a man grappling with his own doubts and decisions. Imagine the tension of a father teaching his son not only to survive but to kill with purpose. It's equal parts chilling and fascinating, a dynamic that could redefine everything we thought we knew about their relationship. And let's not overlook the cast breathing life into these characters. Patrick Gibson steps into the shoes of young Dexter, a role that demands equal parts charm and menace. Christian Slater takes on Harry Morgan, an actor whose gravitas promises to add new dimensions to the character. Meanwhile, familiar names like Deborah Morgan, Vince Masuka, Maria LaGuerta, and Angel Batista return, giving us a glimpse into their earlier lives and relationships. What were they like before the Miami Metro days we came to know so well? How did their paths cross with Dexter's in ways we've yet to uncover? The possibilities are tantalizing. But wait, there's a whisper in the wind, a theory circulating among fans. Could Original Sin reveal Dexter's first kill? Not just his first act of violence, mind you, but his initiation into the world of the vigilante, guided by Harry's code. If so, what will that act tell us about Dexter's psyche, his motivations, and perhaps most intriguingly, his humanity? These are questions that have lingered since the original series, and now we might finally get some answers. Speaking of answers, one can't help but wonder how the show will balance its darker themes with the signature wit and moral ambiguity that made Dexter so compelling. Will it lean into the psychological tension, the push and pull between Dexter's nature and nurture? Or will it surprise us with a touch of levity, a glimpse into the moments that humanized Dexter before he became the calculated killer we came to know? Either way, this prequel stands as a chance to delve deeper, to peel back the layers of a character who's always been more than meets the eye. And let's talk timing. Set to premiere this December, Dexter: Original Sin arrives just as the nights grow longer, the perfect season for a dark tale that lingers in the shadows. Whether you're a die-hard fan or a newcomer intrigued by the premise, this series promises to be a conversation starter, a deep dive into morality, identity, and the fine line between justice and vengeance. But here's where you come in, my friends. As you anticipate this new chapter, take a moment to ponder. What do you hope to see? The raw, unfiltered beginnings of Dexter's psyche? The moral dilemmas that shaped his code? Or perhaps the interplay between familiar faces in their younger, less weathered years? Let me know your thoughts, your theories, your hopes. The comment section is waiting for you, a space where our shared curiosity can thrive. And don't forget, there's more to uncover. Details, insights, and all the juicy bits can be found in the description below. Or, if you're as curious as I am, feel free to ask your questions in the comments. Engage, speculate, and of course, subscribe to join me on this journey. Because if there's one thing we've learned from Dexter, it's that the devil is always in the details. Stay tuned and let's uncover them together.